Second down, 9 yards to go. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones, 42 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out.
There goes Frank Gore. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Frank Gore, 77 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns were able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that's incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. And it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Boswell's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Murray the lone setback. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. Now it's Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
To throw again is Wilson. Left side and caught by Flainer. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. They go with the screen to Gore. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the...
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he...
still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here, and that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Well, the Bengals have got a handful of real good assets to pick from. One's gone already. Could a second be on the way? This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill? In these middle rounds, you have to start asking yourself, do you settle for what's available now, or do you try and push? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan... Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in, maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup, and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Throwing on first down is Carr. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're going to get this one off.